Hello everyone, this is Hodora and we are back with Chaos Zero Nightmare. Today we're gonna talk about Nebula distortion. While I don't know if people are still struggle with Nebula distortion or not, we're gonna talk about today about how I beat Nebula distortion at max difficulty as max distortion stack, right? We're gonna explain along when I play this to show you guys the example. But before we start, let's look at the stack. What are we up again? So first, we have decreased EP recovery by 50%. So you're not gonna be able to use that much eco skill during this fight. I believe at the end, I don't even recover the entire 7 point of EP. I think I have like 5. That is the first one. Second one, at the start of the turn, gain 1 bleed. So it's just inconvenient, and if you leave this in your deck gonna be cluster, and it's gonna make your second rotation, third rotation much harder to perform, right? So you need to at least try to clear the bleed card, at least for my team, of course. The third one, increase ball HP damage dealt and decrease damage taken, the usual one. Next, at the start of the turn, keep combatant necrosis. This is a debuff on us. It's a permanent one. Whenever you heal from the card, right? Any direct heal from the card, you're gonna get I think 100% fixed damage to your health. It's gonna bypass your shield, I think. So yeah, healing is not that good unless your heal is really strong. It can outweigh the necrosis, but otherwise try not to do any healing unless it's a healing that is not from the card, right? For example, near passive healing from extra attack, or Naja passive healing from her velocity and predation, something like that will not count. But any skill card that have heal keyword in them will block the necrosis. Next is at the end of the turn, you're gonna reduce HP by 5%. 5% max HP reduce, it's not that much, right? If you have 2000, it was 40 per turn. It's fine. It's just prevent you from stall the fight, I guess. And the last, the sixth one. The sixth one is another HP increase, damage increase, and reduce damage taken. Nothing much. On the seventh one, we have elasticity. This one basically, if you do 7 or more hits to this boss in one turn, the damage deal will be reduced. That's all. It just prevents you from spamming a lot. So the combatant that do a lot of spamming, Selenial, Melin, Chizuru might have a harder time fighting this, but again, 7 is not like you can hit 7 every turn, right? And before 7 you're gonna do full damage, so I'm pretty sure whoever use those 3 will be just fine. The 8th one is after 6 turn part, increase monster damage, anti-stalling, nothing much. And the last one, increase HP by another 50%, reduce damage taken, and increase damage dealt. So all in all, is increase HP by 85%, increase damage dealt by 40%, and reduce damage taken by 40%. And yeah, that is all for the distortion stack. At least for me, for my team, I don't use Naja here, I use Veronica. This is the team I use to beat this elemental spirit, right? Magna, Nai, and Veronica. The plan of this team is just slow and sturdy. And of course, elemental spirit, it doesn't have that much mechanism. You can just trade damage with this boss without any warrior at all, unless you hit the 50% mark. Whenever you hit 50% mark on this boss, if you go into Rampage, and when it's going to Rampage, it recovers its HP, I think 20 to 30 max HP percent. I don't remember how much, but it's gonna recover, and after that it's gonna do a big swing every turn. you can prevent that big swing, by the way. If you do enough damage to reach the new threshold, then it's gonna only do one swing instead of two, so it's reduce damage by half. Yeah, you're gonna see it's in action after this. And from the kit, right, elasticity, that means any combatant with big hit. For example, Haru. I think Haru gonna eat this boss really easily too. But for me, I used 9. I forgot to show the deck earlier, but we're gonna go to the build after the fight, alright? I will not forget that this time around, but at least this is the deck. We have 5 decks for Veronica. Basically, it's just to draw a card, draw Fighting Spirit for 9. Piercing Ballista is whatever. This is what I got from the run. I didn't try to find a perfect one, so this works for now. And 9, we only have 2 Fighting Spirits, sadly. And I decided to use Hell Heal Ironclad so that the survivability in this team is really high with this shielding. And for Magna, another 5 card. 3 upgrade with lead, so this gonna be delete from the deck after, right? Shield with 0 cost, so survivability and 2 vulnerable to enemy. And then this Glacial Iron Fist with exhaust 2, so after using it 2 times it's gonna be gone. But good thing about this is that it retain the shield. So for example, on the first turn it doesn't attack, right? So this retain the shield makes so that the next turn we're not gonna take any kind of damage at all. And that is the deck. We're gonna go to the build after this. Let's just do what I usually do, right? Do this to... Oh, I have Iron Fist right away, so we're gonna do that and delete a bleed. This team will not use help. How do you heal? Heal will only be used when we have, example here, having a Fighting Spirit, right? So we can do this now. Or do this to draw a card first. That should be fine. We have a lot of shield. And that is good choice. Vulnerable. I should use this first, but well, that's fine. Right. And you can see it doesn't even tickle. Alright. Another one. Sadly, the bleed will stay in our discard after this, but that's fine. At first, I tried to play this with Aurea, but Aurea have a lot of healing, a lot of small heal, and with that block, I got triggered by Necrosis and I died before that, right? Deal damage equal to 200% of heal amount. So it's not worth it to heal at all in this fight. Even if you use Aurea, try to not heal at all, right? Otherwise, you're gonna be dead before anything else happens. Okay, for this one, we don't need to worry about damage. Not damage, it's attack. So let's remove this from our deck. Sadly, we keep bleed for now, but that's fine. Soon enough, when I remove all the upgrade from my deck, I can pretty much cycle my entire deck in 2 turns. Right, as you can see here. So, I'm gonna do a shield first. Right. Ironclad. Alright, another one, why not? Doesn't crit at all. Man, such a bad one. Such a bad one. If I draw, that's fine. Don't need to draw. This worth drawing for. Try to draw for the vulnerable. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna remove all the bleed this turn, so this is fine to use. 8,000, and now it's heal. right? Because it's heal, it doesn't attack anymore, so we can delete all this bleed and keep going. Even though on 6th turn the damage is gonna increase, but with my team defensive capability, I don't think we need to worry about getting killed, getting one shot anytime soon. Let's see how much shield we get from heal. That is fine. This will basically prevent any damage at all, but if I do that, well, that's fine. We're gonna exhaust that anyway. You see this threshold, right? If this threshold is met, it will do a less powerful attack. Sadly, I cannot met that. And this is what I say about elasticity. When hitting more than 7 times at one time, with a targeting attack, decrease damage. So this only apply to multi-hit attack. Example, Melin. I think this is only for Melin, right? At one time. It doesn't. So I'm wrong earlier. Chizuru and Selenium gonna be fine because they doesn't do 7 hit in one attack. Yeah, even with piercing, we not miss that, sadly. If we meet that, it's only gonna do one swing of that. It's gonna be 300. That is a lot more manageable. I can do this to break. Okay, let's draw first. And when it change, alright, when it change, the countdown will reset to like infinity. So we don't need to worry about that as much. I do this equal to 2 just to increase the damage of heal. I do this is equal to 1, so it's not attacked yet. Hopefully this will do a lot of damage. Let's see. It doesn't crit. Well, it's still enough. As you can see here, it's changed to 1 attack. Right, only 1 attack. And that's fine. Like slow and sturdy, slow and sturdy. Alright. Sadly no card draw. Let's see. We do this first. We do this. Just get the shield. Yeah, not enough. Not good enough. These doesn't draw. Usually I want to have Kowalski that have draw. Sadly this doesn't draw. So that is fine. That's gonna be a lot of damage, sadly. Well, at least I can delete this too. Ow, ow, ow. Right, next turn, hopefully we can kill. Otherwise, it's gonna hurt. Alright, we do this. That increase. Oh, this one increase shield gain. This deck is not what I want. That's fine, right? You gain vulnerable, and then 2 heal. Let's see how much damage. Okay, okay. Not even close, right? And that is, yeah, 9 of 9. As you can see here, it doesn't even rely too much on RNG. Of course, I can say that my deck is quite consistent because it's quite a small deck. But again, with this season, deleting a card is so cheap. It's 20 per delete. So you can have this side deck, this 5 card deck really easily, right? you don't need to go do too many things. You just delete 3 cards that cost what 60. And as you can see, we're gonna have this consistent thing. For Magna, let's see. Magna have Asian, I don't remember the name, as a partner. This say far with, of course, we want Nexus for Magna. These two are whatever. Potential only Mag crit rate HP isn't Mag yet. Memory fragment 2-piece set of defense HP and crit damage. Nothing much. With crit chance, justice damage, defense. 4, 9, 4-piece set for her, right? Plus 30% damage to justice in order and crit damage search. And then for the main stat, crit chance, order damage, and defense. Her potential max crit rate, not max crit damage yet. Eventually. Partner is her signature partner, right? Alcia. And that's all. Yeah. For Veronica, this is the start. Partner, Daisy, not even max level, and not even at max dupe. And potential, max crit rate again, crit damage is not max. Memory fragment. I need to change this. Right now is crit damage set, attack set, HP set. I need to change this from attack and HP, right? These 4 pieces to the Spark of Passion. Because Spark of Passion got buff and basically is the best passion set for any passion unit that at least have 1 upgrade card now, because after you use 1 upgrade card, increase damage by 20% permanently. Yeah, I need to do that. But for now, we have crit chance, passion damage, and attack percent. That's basically all of this. And one last thing before we end, just in case you don't know about it yet, about this trick for the zero system. Because right now we don't have enough gears, enough point to upgrade everything in zero system, right? As you can see here, you would like to spend your money to get meditation first, your point to get meditation first, and get the target dupe first if you want, right? But at first you cannot go down without upgrade all the previous tier. There is a way around that, which is after you max everything, right? After you max level everything, you can reset, and after you reset, everything will be unlocked. So you can spend your gear. For example, if you have like 1,000, that should be enough to max upgrade this accessibility permission. Do that, reset, and use that 1,000 whatever to the next one. This one, upgrade all of them, reset, and go to administrator, upgrade all of them, and reset. And then after that, you can choose which upgrade you want to use, right? For example, here right now I use the one for target copy, one for revive epiphany percent chance. That's all for the last one. Why? Well, I am, even though I am a content creator, I am a casual gamer. I'm really casual, alright? Nexus is the elite boss that only jump scare you in the deep trauma mode, which I will never touch. And I say I am a casual gamer, I will never touch. So this is like a waste of gear, so I will not upgrade this at all. Next one is this monster card. I don't use them currently, but you can, so this is not useful. Next is Ether. Have no shield. Well, the shield is only 2, so that doesn't worth 200 here. And this stat is whatever, right? This one is when you meet the Divine Delegate at the start of the run, it's gonna give you the third option. I never pick the third option, I pick the one that reduce HP of enemy to 1 away, so this is also useless, so I don't need any of this, right? For the second one, Of course, we want meditation to reroll our epiphany, because if you are unlucky and get a bad epiphany, you can salvage that by visit any camp, pay some money and meditation to reroll the epiphany. That's gonna make the deck building easier, right? Yeah, these two are the most important thing in terms of try to build a good deck. Got the deck you see me use, right? Those 3 decks come out form like 2 run. I do well. I don't count the one before tier 7 and tier 8, right? Because when you come here, you start from level 4, right? 4, 5, 6, and I don't know why I do 6 on stream last night, right? And in the morning, I thought I'm gonna have to do 7 and keep going up, but for some reason, all of these are unlocked together. So I'm not sure is the dev change that, or is the 6 the threshold to unlock everything else. But yeah, after that, 7 is when you start to get 5-star equipment. 8 is another one, so you can do either 7 or 8 if you are casual like me. And if you still kind of sweaty, maybe you can trigger deep trauma. Maybe you want the next upgrade for that. I never touch this. I will not touch this, and I will use my basic ass deck without deep trauma to do the chaos assault whenever that is released, and I will win. We will see about that. Anyway, that is all for me today. I hope you have fun playing video game. Good luck with your gacha. Hope you have fun with the season 2 of Chaos Zero Nightmare, and you should be able to finish at least Elemental Spirit, Nebula Distortion easily, I hope, right? I will do the other 2 if it's harder than Elemental Spirit, but if not harder than Elemental Spirit, then I will not do them, right? Like last season, Kentris, the first one is the hardest one, the other 2 is whatever. So this season, if it's still the same, then I'm not gonna mention these 2 at all, and I hope you are good enough at video game to finish this, right? I still don't know if people have any trouble with Nebula Distortion anymore. Anyway, that's all for me. See you again next time, and bye bye.